How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is RuffledRowlit, and before we get into this video, I want to point something really quickly out. I am having to re-record this video for the third time because I didn't realize, but on my microphone, I had pressed the mute button. So I was sitting here for a clean, 15 minutes recording a video without anything being recorded, really. So, yeah, I am here back now, though, and re-recording this video for the fourth time, I think, give or take. But yeah, let's redo this. I don't know what's wrong with me, but either way, let's get into the actual video, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we have a set of different rumors and that sort of stuff to talk about, and also speculation and potential hints. There's been something popping up recently that has me very intrigued, actually, so I thought we'd go through it, talk about it, and, you know, do all the stuff we always do. So first things first, the logos. Now, yesterday, as you may remember from my video, I did a video specifically about the latest, rumored logos for Generation 8, being the Crown and Scepter logos. Now, personally, I thought they were fake. That's what I pointed out. That was my kind of final conclusion, was that I think these are fake, but who knows? I'll let the community kind of decide on their own, individually, what people think about it. But here's the thing, though. I think they're fake, and we finally, I think, have proof for it. But before we were able to get to the proof, though, we got something else popping up here, which is an actual video, a little bit of footage of the logos popping in during a quote-unquote direct. But I don't think this is real, and I'll debunk why I specifically don't think this is real right now. So let's start with the actual animation here. So we'll watch it go play through and all that stuff. Now, you may notice the logos here popping up are actually not the Japanese ones or the Chinese ones. These are the Korean logos, quote-unquote. And you can also see that there's English text, which is the part that got me confused. That's the part that actually got me like, I don't trust this. Because why would you have the hashtag being in English, but the rest being in, Korean? That just is a little bit odd to me. But maybe that's just how it is in Korea. But do they really even do Korean directs? Is that even a thing? Do they even do those? But also, you may notice something here, which I'll show you in a second. First of all, of course, the logos do look great, though. I will say that. The logos look great. There's nothing wrong with them. The animation here is clean, the actual, the flare that comes over the logos looks nice. And the actual background, I mean, everything looks fine here. Honestly, it just looks fine. It doesn't look bad. But I will point out one thing, though. You'll notice that if we watch the video here, just keep watching the actual clip, you will notice that it keeps just looping the whole thing over and over again. But you will notice right around here, right there, something happens. Now, I assume that this is probably faked, and the person who faked it, the individual who made this, basically, they were making this in something like Adobe Premiere, but the problem, or the thing they messed up when making this in Premiere was that they wanted it to be longer. They didn't just want to use one piece of footage, and the way they recorded it from their screen, right, because they recorded this with a camera on their screen, the way they recorded it made it look in a way where, it was too short, so they decided, okay, let's just loop the same sequence we've made, let's loop the same sequence several times over, as that will make it look longer, which just makes it look more fake, because if this was just 3 seconds long or 2 seconds long and ended, that would be so much harder to debunk, but this is easier. So let's watch this whole thing. You'll notice here, it will go fine, sure, the animations are all good, it keeps repeating, and right here, on this animation, you'll notice something different. Now look at it, right? It comes in, it slides in, and the actual, the whole flare thing comes over. And then right here, before the logo even lands, before we get the full background picture in white, it restarts the animation, but from the middle of the animation, not the start of it. You'll notice how the logos are in the middle already. They're not coming in from the sides. Look at this, right? Look at that. They're just in the middle already. And boom, now they come in slightly and they go all the way back. So you'll notice it, right, when you watch these. So here's, for example, a normal sequence. Right there, normal sequence. But here, look at that. Look at now, boom. See, it cuts away. And then it cuts over to a different animation, which means that whoever made this messed up the sequence right there, and that was their mistake. Now, also, on top of that, another thing that you can use to prove this is fake is this right here. So this is something, I said this yesterday. I literally said this yesterday. I told you guys, I recognize the logos, and I remember mentioning this to you guys in the comment section, saying, guys, I feel like I've seen those logos somewhere before, and I had. It's from this image. And now this image, actually, and thank you to, also, of course, first of all, thank you to D's Dimples, though, for sending me the original one right here, and also thank you to Bakure here for sending me the actual link to the person who probably faked all this. Now, to make everything clear here, first we gotta look at the original logos that I talked about yesterday, which is this one right here, Pokemon Crown and Pokemon Scepter. Now, I literally said yesterday, those two I've seen before, and they look fake to me. They just don't look good enough to be real Pokemon logos. The Korean one looks really good, though, and looks real, and the Japanese ones as well. But the Pokemon, English one, just looks fake. It just looks fake. And guess what? It seems like we found the guy who actually did it. So this is made by Spyro's Bionic, this actual image right here, on a DeviantArt, and he basically made a fake kind of like thing here with like a turkey Pokemon. I'm not sure what this, I mean, it's just a bird, but you know, Crown and Scepter. Now you will notice one thing though, the logos are actually slightly different. This one, you know, has got this whole black outline, and the actual outline in general on it is different. I mean, if you look at these, the actual outline on the Pokemon logo looks like a real Pokemon logo outline, where the outline, it matches the color of the bottom logo, saying the name of the game, which this one's got like golden stuff around, and this one's got like blue around it, whereas on these ones right here, he just uses pink on them both, which that's something they'd never do in a real Pokemon game. You know, when making it, they never make the colors the same on both logos like that. They would actually just, you know, match them with the logo part below it, or the bottom text. That's something to point out. Now, of course, this pretty much confirms this is a fake, though this logo and this logo are different. The cross and the crown on these ones are smaller and also more clean and better put together, actually, than on these two. Like, these are a little bit more rough and way thicker and bigger, but these ones are way cleaner and way more, like, you know, smoothly made. And yeah, I don't know, man, but I would say, though, like I mentioned yesterday as well, these are definitely fake at this point. I think we can pretty much establish that these are fake based on what we see right here. But again, we don't know 100%. You never know. Maybe this guy just got inspired, and maybe this is just one of those universally lucky things where, guess what? Two things matched up. Something a fan made with something that, you know, the real Pokemon company made actually ended up being the same thing. Though I think that is not likely. I think that is not what's happening here. I think that this is just straight up fake. I don't know, though. But there is something else when it comes to Crown, Scepter, King, Queen, etc. that we got to talk about today, though, which we'll get in a second. But again, I want to know what you guys think about the actual animation here. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? Do you think it's real? Do you think it's fake? I think it's fake because, honestly, he messed up the sequence right here. Boom, right there. The sequence messed up. So I want to know in the comment section down below on that one, guys. What do you think about it? Now, next thing on our agenda. You guys may remember this. We've talked about this a million times already. We had Masuda back in the day, back with Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, literally telling us when the actual announcement was going to happen, which was 5/29, so that ended up happening. But now we have this image right here, which I've talked about this image a million times already. I think I was one of the first people to cover this, actually, so pretty happy about that. But we talked about this a million times, but somebody else, actually, some Brazilian YouTuber, I'm not sure who they exactly are, but a Brazilian YouTuber, though, actually that was not exactly what's happened. No, he actually managed to find more hints in this actual image here, and I discovered that as well when I translated now, like, the Masuda tweet again, and that's something that I didn't think about before, but now it makes sense, right? So first things here, good morning, everyone. It's cold today, too. So I want to eat something warm. Lol. I got a $B for a long time now. Now, this is strange, okay? This is strange. This is getting really weird. Now, let me explain, right? Of course, in the logo, we had 226, which we thought would mean the 22nd, 26th of February, right? 0226, right? February the 26th is what we assumed that meant, because that's a day before Pokemon Day, and that's also the day we got the direct for Sun and Moon also as well. But somebody realized something with these other numbers here. For example, the Weedle CP here is 199. Now this, you know, this is what a YouTuber actually figured out, Brazilian YouTuber specifically, is that the Weedle CP equaling 199 actually equals Slowking's number on the Pokedex, which is 199. And the Weedle weight, which is 416, equals Vespiquen's number on the Pokedex, which is 416. And then he says Pokemon Crown and Scepter confirmed, which I don't think it is. And, you know, saying this is Brazil. But here's the actual image right here which somebody sent my way, which is Rodrigo. Thank you to Rodrigo very much. I really appreciate it. I think some other people also sent this my way, you know, saying the Vespiquen and this sort of stuff. So, Gomaiti here, thank you as well. I just want to give a thank you to everybody who sent this my way. Let's Go Andre as well sent this my way, big thank you. But of course, this is a screenshot from that YouTuber's page, which, you know, credit to that person. I'm not sure who actually made this, you know, discovered these things, but I don't know. If you know it, let me know in the comment section down below. But also, the funny thing though is, what I discovered when looking at this is that there are other rumors about Pokemon King and Queen I've heard before, and also from sources that are somewhat, like, I think reliable, which makes me think they're more likely to be real now. Now, let's actually look at all this. So first things first, of course, with the CP, which is 199, Slowking, 416 kilos here, Vespiquen, Slowking, Vespiquen, of course, those two. Slowking is the royal Pokemon. I'm not sure about Vespiquen, though. Actually, I'll look that up right now. Vespiquen is, I'm not sure if it's a royal Pokemon as well, but I know the other one is a royal Pokemon, though, is the Beehive Pokemon. So this one's a little bit different. But also remember what we saw here a second ago, which I just mentioned, from Masuda, which I'm just going to find right here. Oops, wait, no, never mind. right up here. So you notice what Masuda said, though. I got a B dollar. A B dollar. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that seems like a hint to me. So, anyway, back to the actual image here. He assumed, like, this person thought it was going to be Pokemon Crown and Scepter. I don't think it's Crown and Scepter. I think it's King and Queen at this point. The legendary, he assumed here would be Bug Poison. The announcement would be 26/02/2019, which is what I already talked about a million times. And then the other Pokemon down here is 2 million. It's actually the number for the Stardust, I guess, which is 2,351,714, which they assume is for 2 for, you know, it's just, you know, the numbers for these Pokemon, which I don't think have any actual meaning. And also the 33 there, I don't think that has any meaning either. I think that's those ones down here are not relevant. But these two are, though, very coincidental. Like, this is a weird coincidence. That's what I'm trying to get across, right? If this is actually a coincidence, it's got to be the most strange coincidence I've ever seen. So, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I'd love to know in the comment section down below, though, what are your thoughts about this specifically? What do you guys think? And also, if you want to see me find the old King and Queen rumors, these, like, there's so many of them, though, but there was one specific one that I remember that really seemed logical. If you want to see me do, like, a rediscovery of those and talk about them in another video, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, let me know in the comment section by commenting Pokemon, #Pokemon King or Queen, doesn't matter which one you write, Pokemon King, and then, like, tell me if you want to see it today or tomorrow. Let me know when you want to see the video, and I can do that. Either way, thank you so much for watching this video, though, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think this actually is a hint? Do you think Masuda's hinting this to us? And also, what do you think about the animation? What do you think about the logos? What are your thoughts on the fact that there are these logos have existed before, previously, or earlier than these ones showed up? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, though, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Have yourselves a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.